Hi everyone, my name is Tifero Spears, and I am working to obtain my master's degree in the entertainment industry. The reason so is because I've been into the music industry for years. I've lived around it with local rap artists and local other artists, singers, jazz musicians, things of that nature. And seeing the inspiration or that twinkle in their eye and being in that environment, feeling that feeling, is priceless to me. But there are some artists out there who do truly tell a story and do have a skill set behind what they are trying to show the world. And that to me is what I am in search of. So I am looking to advance my career from the accounting, boring world I've lived in for 15 years to advancing it to having and helping these artists, being A&R, management, marketing, helping to portray the image that is right and will help them to get their music heard to the world. I've listed out the 5 strategies that Green has presented to us in the reading of the Mastery. Strategy that I want to touch base on of the 5 that Green has presented to us to create our life's task or figure out our life's task for ourselves would be the return of origin. Understanding as a child what has made me happy, the origination of what and what drove me as a child to smile, dance around, sing, whatever it may have been. So that would be my return of origin description of understanding of his strategy. The second one would be to occupy the perfect niche, knowing what drives you to be motivated to not only take new steps, learn new things, become more creative, and do what you can do best in this world, and to portray the message and the personification of you. Also, the next one, number 3, is to avoid a false path. As for me, this started when I chose to do accounting, which I was good at. I made good grades in math. I thought, hey, why not? Instead of investing into the industry and the career choice that I should have chosen. So I believe that that's what he is describing in his writing of avoiding a false path. Letting go of the past, understanding the steps you've made, knowing that you've made and come this far. Of course, every knowledge obtained can be used and should be used. And last but not least is finding your way back. And what he's saying is, deviating from your path or your choice of happiness from that origin that you didn't really even realize that should have been where you focused on in your starting point, is hard to not know when we have all these deviations in the world. We have all these shining bright stuff that makes it seem like it's better to go this route or better to do this for us, but really that's for others or for what was thought and ensured of what should be our paths or what we should do as persons coming up in the world today. And I don't believe that's fair, as our hearts should be our guide. Artists have seeked to me not only for hearing of sound, for presence in the environment of recording, or presence in the club environment or where they are performing at. From recording in the studio to being in the street or marketing in themselves, and the advanced promotion that they take, and the steps they take or what personification they give. So I really feel that that is where I found my niche by, avoiding this false path was the biggest eye opener for the strategy, and understanding that, me choosing to make and take the route that could be beneficial to others as well as myself in the end of pursuit of happiness. It consists of traveling the world, being by many stages and seeing many of the artists that I see be successful, being able to travel and experience that feeling with them, and that feeling of achievement and success in the industry, and being able to share their emotions and their life's work with the world. That is my dream career. And as for the 3 weeks of goals and working in 2 different goals that I would try to achieve, it's going to be, for one, to try to obtain as much knowledge as I can throughout this course to understand exactly what is needed for me to do so, as well as taking in as much as I can and starting a notebook. I want to start a notebook to try to advance my knowledge and steps that I feel I need to take, and making a list of goals to work through them. So those are my 2 goals to do within the 3 weeks to ensure that I can get through this and hopefully become the biggest A&R